Welcome to UG Media TV.
Long before European ships docked on the shores of West Africa, the Igbo people of southeastern Nigeria had established a thriving and sophisticated society. A closer look into their world reveals a tapestry of dynamic governance, rich culture, and intricate social systems that not only sustained them, but also propelled them into regional prominence. This is a journey into the heart of the Igbo civilization, a testament to human ingenuity and resilience before the shadow of colonization loomed large. Political organization, the heart of Igbo democracy. In stark contrast to the centralized kingdoms of their neighbors, the Igbo people were pioneers of a unique form of governance. Their society was a mosaic of autonomous villages, each functioning as a sovereign entity. These villages were governed by councils of elders known as the Amaala or Ndichi. Decisions were made through a process of consensus, reflecting a deep-rooted democratic ethos. Leadership was not hereditary, but earned through merit and the accumulation of titles, notably the Ozo title, which symbolized wisdom, integrity, and leadership qualities. Age grades and secret societies like the Nenzena Ozo further enriched this political tapestry. Age grades, groups of men and women born within a few years of each other, took on various communal responsibilities and progressed through a well-defined hierarchy as they aged. These structures ensured that governance was participatory and inclusive, with every segment of society having a voice. Social structure, the foundation of Igbo identity. The fabric of Igbo society was woven from the threads of kinship and community. The extended family, or umuna, was the cornerstone of social life. Lineage was traced through the male line, and each family was part of a larger clan. These clans were bound by shared ancestry and common rituals, reinforcing a strong sense of identity and belonging. Social status in Igbo land was fluid, allowing for mobility through achievements and contributions to the community. Title-taking ceremonies were pivotal social events, where individuals who had distinguished themselves in various fields were honored. Titles such as Ozo were not merely honorary, but came with responsibilities and expectations to lead and mediate in communal matters. Agriculture was the bedrock of the Igbo economy, with yam cultivation at its core. The yam was more than just a staple crop. It was a symbol of wealth, status, and sustenance. The Eriji festival, celebrating the yam harvest, was a grand affair, marked by feasting, dancing, and rituals that underscored the crop's significance. Beyond agriculture, the Igbos were astute traders. They established extensive trade networks that spanned the region, connecting them with neighboring ethnic groups and distant markets. Palm oil, ivory, and slaves were some of the primary goods traded in exchange for European merchandise, such as firearms, textiles, and metals. Markets like Afor, Eki, Nekwo, and Ori were bustling centers of commerce, operating on a rotating 4-day cycle that facilitated trade and interaction. The Igbo people were also skilled artisans. Their craftsmanship in bronze works, textiles, pottery, huff, and iron tools was highly regarded. Bronze casting, particularly in towns like Igbo Ukwu, demonstrated remarkable technical prowess and artistic sophistication, producing intricate sculptures and ceremonial objects. Trade and commerce, the lifeblood of Igbo prosperity. The Igbo were not isolated in their economic activities. They were active participants in a broader West African trade network. Igbo traders, known as Umu Ahia, were adept at navigating the complex trade routes that crisscrossed the region. These routes enabled the exchange of local goods for exotic items from far-off lands, fostering a vibrant economic environment. Commerce was facilitated by a system of credit and barter, underpinned by trust and mutual benefit. Marketplaces were not just sites of economic transactions, but also social hubs where information was exchanged, alliances formed, and communal bonds strengthened. The entrepreneurial spirit of the Igbo people was evident in their ability to adapt to changing economic circumstances and exploit new opportunities. Religion and culture, a spiritual and cultural tapestry. The spiritual life of the Igbo was deeply intertwined with their daily existence. Their religion was polytheistic, centered around a supreme god, Chukwu, and a host of lesser deities and ancestral spirits. Each village had its shrines and priests who performed rituals and sacrifices to appease the gods and seek their favor. Festivals were a vital aspect of Igbo culture, serving as occasions for communal celebration, reflection, and renewal. The New Yam Festival, for instance, was an annual event that marked the beginning of the yam harvest. It involved elaborate ceremonies, feasting, dancing, and masquerades, reinforcing social cohesion and cultural continuity. Masquerades, or manwu, were not just entertainment but deeply symbolic performances that conveyed social and spiritual messages. They were integral to religious ceremonies, festivals, and social functions, with each masquerade representing specific deities, spirits, or historical figures. Art and craftsmanship, the aesthetic expressions of the Igbo. Igbo artistry was renowned for its diversity and depth. Bronze sculptures from Igbo Ukwu dating back to the 9th century are among the most sophisticated artifacts discovered in Africa. These sculptures, created using the lost wax casting method, displayed a high level of technical skill and artistic creativity. Textiles, pottery, and wood carvings were other areas where Igbo craftsmanship excelled. Intricate designs and patterns reflected the aesthetic sensibilities and cultural values of the Igbo people. Art was not merely decorative but served functional, religious, and symbolic purposes. Education and knowledge systems preserving wisdom across generations. Education in pre-colonial Igbo society was informal yet highly effective. Knowledge and skills were transmitted orally and through practical demonstration. Boys learned farming, hunting, and craftsmanship from their fathers, while girls were taught domestic skills, weaving, and pottery by their mothers. Oral traditions played a crucial role in preserving and disseminating knowledge. Folktales, proverbs, and songs were rich repositories of wisdom, moral lessons, and historical narratives. Elders were revered as custodians of knowledge and history, ensuring that the cultural heritage was passed down intact to future generations. Conclusion: a legacy of excellence. The Igbo people, before the advent of colonization, had built a society that was complex, vibrant, and dynamic. Their decentralized political system, robust economy, rich cultural practices, and sophisticated social structures were testaments to their ingenuity and resilience. They thrived in their environment, maintaining a cohesive society despite the lack of centralized political authority. As we delve into the history of the Igbo, we uncover a legacy of excellence that continues to inspire and resonate to this day.